going on, beautiful people? You guys
Boom.
know how we kick it off, man. In order to take accountability for what has passed and what will be, there's no time like presently. So, for all of those with mouths and ears, can we have a moment of your time? We want to gain some perspective. Can we have a piece of your mind? That's good, heck, man. How you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm great, Frank. What's good with you, bro?
It's been you know, there's a lot of things going on right now, heck, man. Making a lot of changes. I cut my hair off.
Hey, my man with the dreads
I
again.
feel
Woo!
like over at some point.
That's a
Take my
new
time.
Frank.
Huh?
I said that's a new Frank right there.
Yeah, man. For real. A
That's
lot
what's
of things.
up, bro. Yo, it's cool, man. Cause yo, like tis the season, right? We in the season of of growth and changing and connection, and yo, part of connection means reconnecting to who we are too, kind of thing. You know, finding out who we
Yeah.
want to be, who we are destined to be, kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So like seeing that physical transformation, bro, like you had the dreads for a minute, you know what I mean? Like, and
I was
yo,
20.
Frank, last time I seen you without them, bro, we was youngins, you know what I mean? Like we was young. So it's been a while, bro. That's kind of cool, man. Cause like normally I shave all this shit, man. But like December 1st came around, and I was like, I did it. I did no shave November. You know what I mean? I was like, but do I want to not? Like, do I want to get rid of it? Like, I kind of like it a little bit now. So I feel
You
like,
see,
yo,
I trimmed it up, but I ain't cut it completely off, man.
yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I trimmed it just a tiny bit, but I'm like, I might keep it for another week or two and just see what's up, man. See if I
Hey,
like it, because I mean, it's grown
I
on me,
worried about it for a
literally.
while. Yeah, man, it was nice to not worry about it for a while.
Yeah, hell yeah. So like edging it up and whatnot, man. That'll just be kind of fun, to do. But I feel like, yeah, man, it's just these little changes, man. These little things in our life, kind of, it feel good to grasp, to be able to feel comfortable enough to be like, you know what, I could do that for a little bit, and it not be everything or anything. Because like I've been thinking about it in an abstract way, bro. Like when I noticed that you got your cut, I'm like, oh man, my boy cut his dreads, and so for a guy, that's it's one of those things where it's not such a big deal. Like, yeah, you get used to them, but it
Yeah.
doesn't define who you are. But then when you think about a woman and a woman getting her hair cut, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole identity shift more than, man. Like, you're cutting off a piece of her soul in some ways. So
Yeah.
like you can't mess that up. Like, it's got to be like it's got to be so perfect, so pristine, and there's so much planning that goes into it. And there's like a whole routine. This whole I gotta find the right stylist. And it's just like, damn, that's wild. That there's so much effort when a woman does that for her hair, but as a guy, it's just a decision. Oh, yep, done. I'm getting rid of it. And it's just
Yeah.
like, man, like makes you think about it a little bit, because like being with my lady, I know how a big deal it is for her to get her hair cut, even just a couple of inches. And so when I see you took the whole thing off, I'm like, damn, that's cool. And we just keep it moving. Nothing, right? But like,
Yeah.
it's cool, man. Cause like, Frank, yo, when I was in high school, bro, my hair was mad long, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
had
remember
that,
the man.
dude. I had that ludicrous afro, bro. For real, for real.
Back arguing about who had the most hang time.
Yeah, dog. My braids was like down to the shoulder blades, y'all. They were, ooh, grew my hair out something like 4 years, 4.5 years, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. But could I ever go back to that? Probably not. I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like keeping it a little bit like this, man, with the curliness, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's long right now, yo. Like, don't. It's pretty damn long if I pull it all the way out. But like this shit, like it's so curly, man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that. This
Yeah.
is,
Man, I'm used to your little fro, bro. I can't run, man.
yeah, bro. The fro, man. It's ooh. I feel you on that, though. That's cool, man. That you got the cut.
Yeah.
You got the
You
change
mentioned
up coming.
it's crazy you mentioned like identity shifting and stuff, right? Because part of the reason I did it was because I was thinking in that capacity. It's like, yo,
Mm,
you know what? 23-year-old me came up with these locks. You know what I mean? He
mm,
picked them out. He told them how he wanted them how he wanted them parted and all that. And in my 23 years, like, I've done a lot. With this hairstyle, I've done a lot. You know what I mean? I've had many a jobs. I've started new things, new habits in my life, and I was just like, yo, I don't know. I came back from Thanksgiving feeling refreshed, renewed,
mm.
and I was just thinking like, yo, it's time to do another identity shift, bro. And since I've been back, heck, man, you asked what was going on, bro. Since I've been back, man, I've been all up in it, like trying to figure out this whole journal thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm filling up the pages, bro.
Hey, my man
And
taking good notes in there. I like it.
I'm on my first month trying to plan it out. You know what
Hey.
I'm saying? And I don't know. I was like, I'm shedding the hair, and a new Frankie's coming. Like, you know what I mean? A Frankie that's getting more organized. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Trying to change things up, cut my hair. I'm doing this. I'm incorporating because one of my fitness goals is one of my big goals is to be at 11% body fat, bro.
Okay.
I want to check my thing. I want to check this app I got called Rapier, and it has on me from like 3 years ago. So when I went on there, I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. So I'm like scrolling. I'm starting like scrolling. I'm like, yo, you know what? I was pretty fit not too long ago. What's the best I ever was at? It was 17%, which shocked me. So now I made it to go past that. I want to go past my old best. So I put some things in place for that too, bro. I'm starting a meal plan. I actually just fix salad for the next 3 days. I fix up some soup that should last me 3 or 4 days. So I'm doing a reset every month. I decided I'm gonna start doing a reset every month. I'm going to fast for 3 to 4 days each month, right?
Okay.
And the reason I'm doing that is because like I just I feel like, and I know I'm not the only one that has this problem, but I feel like I reach my goals. I get there, right?
Mm.
Once I get there, I start getting comfortable. I start eating however I want again. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I lose that everything I work for.
Yeah.
And then that's usually in the wintertime, summer kind of time I go hard again. This
Yeah.
year I'm fit by winter, all through spring, and I'm gonna have my summer body ready this winter, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, I like it.
You know what I mean?
Oh
That's
yeah.
the goal. And I figured that the reset, if I'm doing it every month, that makes me have to stop and think. I can't eat no food, so I mean I'm not binging out. I sacrificed this for 3 days, but in that sacrifice, now I kept more money in my pocket because I'm not eating out food. You know what I'm saying? It gives
Right.
me time to think about what I'm actually putting in me because when I'm just letting my craving and my emotions like take the wheel. We at Wendy's, bro. We at Popeyes. We at more expensive restaurants, like the ones that
Yeah.
come with drinks. So I'm trying to implement a lot of things. Implementation is going to be a big thing for December for me, man.
Oh yeah.
Implementation.
Oh yeah, bro. That's the thing, man. Like yo, because like you know what I'm saying. Like, and I don't want to compare it to how like the whole New Year's resolution, New Year, New Me kind of shit. I don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
like a lot of people do find themselves in a place where they realize they want some change. They want something to be a little different. And in order to do different, you got to move different, right? You got to sit and align yourself in order to do that. And so that comes with a lot of discipline, to be able to give yourself the opportunity to make that change, but then even more so, much more discipline to stay consistent with that. And I want to say that from my perspective, at least, bro, 2023 has probably been our most consistent year, bro. Because we showed up to this podcast, what, 2027? This is number 28 episode. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we've been doing that pretty damn consistently. We've been working things into our daily lives, into our weekends. Like just this past month in November, we did that November challenge, that 1,000 push-ups for St. Jude.
Oh man, that was yeah.
Dude, it felt so good, Frank. Like my
That
body felt real good doing that shit, man.
that
And
move that move for me too, heck, bro.
yeah, and things like that, man. Like when we step out of those comfort zones, out of those little fucking cavities of fucking safety for that we set up ourselves, man. When we move out of that shit, dude, like there's so much good to be had out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're looking for it. Like if we're in that mindset, like life is good. I can't complain. The universe has been treating me well, man. The universe is. Yeah, it'll throw an obstacle every now and then, but it's not nothing I can't handle. Oh man, something with the car? Okay, I'll take care of it. Or uh-oh, got to do something I didn't expect to pay for, cracked windshield, or something, whatever the case may
Oh,
be for
oh,
anybody. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, always, bro. I feel like it. You know what I mean? But like when these things come up, man, it's how it depends on how healthy our mind is in that moment to comprehend. Like, yo, is this an end all be all or is this nothing? This ain't nothing, man. I'm gonna just handle it and just be move on from the shit and be okay. And I feel like we've had a lot of that this year, and I want to say that that came through a lot of discipline and consistency, bro. Because like if we were our younger selves, we would have been pissy for a couple of days at least over simple shit. You know what I mean? Let it ruin a whole weekend, kind of stuff. But nah,
Yeah.
man. I'm not trying to let nothing ruin anything for 10 minutes. You feel me?
You know, it's crazy you mentioned that because I told you we were gonna talk about emotional control, right? Not
Yep,
your emotions take the wheel, right?
right.
And same thing so I went to go visit my grandmother this Thanksgiving, bro. I'm gonna tell you the plan was to go have a good time, enjoy my family. I was over there. I was a conversation starter, bro. I was asking them about the past. I was picking up on some Creole,
Mm.
Sakafe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I actually started recording those conversations because I want to keep that. I want to try to keep that. I'm gonna try to
Mm.
learn it myself. Maybe I can try to pass it on. Maybe I skip my kids and go to my grandkids at some point. But
Okay. Okay.
and yo, emotional control. Right now, something I realized about me with this visit. Right, you know what our elders, man. You can't change them, man. You
Yep.
can't change. They are consistently them, and it's
Mm.
actually one of my favorite things about them. You know what I mean? Is that they're consistently them because as we go through life, a lot of us, you know what I mean? I haven't always been my best self. Hell, I lost myself. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Working the 9 to 5 thing. I'm just now trying to regain who I was and then some. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm.
trying to go beyond who I was at this point. And yo, in hanging out with my grandmother, I got to see her still be her. And Grandma Rosie, man, that comes with a lot of what other people will call nagging. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like even when she was doing that to me, I took it. I took it
Mm.
like, but I didn't take it and then react the same way I would have
Mm.
years ago. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man now. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing is, when I really think about it, it's like, yo, I know this person. Like, why are we arguing, right? I know this person. This person is consistently them. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I know if I answer back the way I would have when I younger, it would have been an argument. So being more mature now, being more older, like it was I was able to like chuckle a little bit, like just talk to her, on a smooth level. So because again, I came to have enjoy my family. I'll be damned if me and you get into something because of some liquor. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
Right.
damned if we fighting over that, and then we're not talking all year or something like that. Life is not promised tomorrow. I do not. I'm not. I don't beef with nobody, but I'm definitely not beefing with my family, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we staying angry at each other for?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd be over stupid little petty stuff with a lot of family members, yo. It'd be over some petty stuff. So I I don't know. I took the opportunity to just like try something different. Emotional control, right? I
Mm.
didn't. If I was a young me, the young me would have automatic. He would have been ready. He would have been ready to bicker back,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah.
an argument, go into a 20-minute rant with her. But that wasn't my aim, like at all, man. This me, it's kind of dope because now it's like I've learned to slow down, try to really get where they're coming from and what they're talking about. It ain't even about the energy they're giving it to me with. It's not
Mm.
about how they're saying it. It's about what they're saying, right? So
Right.
I'm sitting there listening to Grandma Rosie. She going off, and then I just gave my reasoning, and shit, I don't even know if I can explain it like this, man. So my cousin sent me to the store for some liquor for Thanksgiving, right?
Okay.
I'm not a liquor buyer. I don't that's but he was trying to go for his real estate test or something like that. He didn't have time. He wanted to make sure there was liquor there for Thanksgiving. So he called me up. He says, "Hey Frank, I'm gonna send you $150. Get Grandma Rosie her cruise rum and just buy some liquor." I'm like, "Yo, what kind of liquor you want? I don't do this." And then he just said, "Yo, buy some liquor. It might be a Caribbean thing because all is rum. You know what I'm saying? All is rum, man. Pick something out." That was
Okay.
his answer to me. When I was heading out the door to go get it, Grandma Rosie told me to pick up some Captain Morgan or something like that. She's thinking about the other people that's coming, and she knows some people like Captain Morgan.
Right.
First time to this liquor store, I go there. It's the only liquor store in town, so it was wild packed, and it's right before Thanksgiving, so it was wild packed.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I couldn't find the Captain Morgan. I picked up a few liquors that I was familiar with, and I went back to the house. My grandmother's like, "Hey, where's the Captain Morgan or whatever?" I'm like, "I didn't see it. The place was packed." I explained to her, like, "I didn't see it. The place was packed. Whatever." And she just could not let it go. She was like, "Why you ain't bring back the Captain Morgan? Like, why didn't you call somebody? Why didn't you this? Why didn't you that?" I'm like, "Grandma, you ain't hear me. The place was packed." You know what I mean? I was trying to get in and out of there. I don't do liquor shopping.
Yeah.
So I thought she let it go. I went to bed. I woke up the next day. I was gonna go get some wine coolers and stuff like that because they ain't have it in the liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm walking out the door, man, she's sitting there, right? She already up early. She up as early as me.
Mm-hmm.
And she wiped the counter, right? And she goes, she don't even say good morning, Hector. She goes, "Frankie, little Frankie." I said, "What's up, Grandma?" She said, so I'm still not understanding why you didn't bring that liquor back. I was like, "Yo," I was taken aback, Hector, but I was smiling, bro. Again, you probably would have flipped, but I
Yeah.
was taken. But I answered. I said, I said, "Okay, Grandma, you want to have this conversation?" I let her finish talking all her talk and why and her reasonings and stuff like that. So I said, "Okay, Grandma, you want to have this conversation? Let's have it." Okay. My cousin gave me $150, right? He gave it to me. He told me to get you some cruising rum. You got your cruising rum? Okay, all right. I said, he told me to get some liquor. You got liquor by it. By the time I asked her that, she threw her hands up. She's like, "Whatever."
Oh,
Walked away. But yo, I picture
man.
me and her would have been going tit for tat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like through that I realized, like, yo, emotional, like not letting your emotionals take you, taking your not letting your emotions take you on the ride. You know what I mean? When you can slow down, you can actually still have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the people who would have annoyed you anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I don't know, man. You gotta really take the wheel, man. Just because, again, even with the hunger thing, right? Like, hungry, that's still letting, like, hunger is almost an emotion to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Yeah.
that jump take me to a restaurant I don't need to be at.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. I feel
Yeah.
that. Yo, and so I'm on the fence with that one, bro. In all honesty, bro, because you know what? I definitely agree, man. Being emotionally intelligent and like having some control over it is so important, bro. Because we and I speak very specifically of our generation because we had to be that. We weren't really allowed to just kind of pop off at the mouth, especially at a younger age, because that wouldn't work out for us well. And then
Nah.
we were always taught, stay in line, do your job, don't question, blah blah. So as we started to get older and started kind of, all right, we're in control now. We realized, like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm not about that, man. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you because it just don't feel good to do it. But the other person does. They want to argue. They have that innate, just that thing inside them that just wants to do it, man. They want to poke. And
Yeah.
so, how best to respond to that than not to respond the way they expect you to, with some
Exactly.
control, right?
Bro.
Because for me,
Exactly.
I feel like that shit gets under their skin more because they're all hyphy and crazy, and they realize you're not. They start to realize, oh shit, I'm the crazy one here. Yeah, you are the crazy one. Like, chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, it's that thing. It's about where we can never control another person. We should never look to control another person, man. We just don't benefit there. We can only look to control ourselves and how we respond, how we react. Um, we set our own boundaries and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are in control of what we create. However, someone else receives it, though, that's up to them. So, in my life, man, in almost 36 years I've been here, bro, that's coming up soon. Sheesh. So, in the almost 36 years I've been here and observing and experiencing and interacting with everything I've ever come across, I've learned, bro, that sometimes it's just best to let someone else do all the talking because eventually you'll get to the point. You know what I'm saying? If you interject at any point on it, you kind of reset that fire they have. and they want to
Yeah,
keep going. And if you interject again, it happens again. So let them fizzle out. Let them talk all this shit. Let them get it all out. And then eventually they'll fizzle out. They'll come to a point where they realize they said too much and none of it made sense at all. None of it was for shit.
yeah,
And that's your opportunity to kind of get in there and, like, you know what I'm saying? But the hard part is getting through that, because you might receive attack, someone that might attack you personally or say something just foul, just something just where you look at them like, damn, you're dumb. You know, like, you're like, I can't believe you just said that. Did you hear yourself say that kind of shit? But you
yeah,
can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them discover that, because that's the only way things will change, is if you allow the other person to kind of come to the idea that, oh gosh, okay, I went a little overboard. I did too much and blah blah blah. That's a very common trait in the older folk. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like it's impossible to receive them. You know, that's on us. So, like you were saying, you were just listening, you were receiving and hearing it, and then you just very calmly just explained your side of it. Like, that's the best way to approach those kinds of situations, man, because
yo,
you're not stirring your energy and you're not forcing them to heighten theirs anymore. They came at you with whatever they came at, but they never got crazier because you didn't add to it. You allowed
yeah.
it to just be right where it is, and you stayed here. Yo, they either go off the handle or they can. Okay, I'll come down to your level. I see you. I'm sorry. And that's where growth happens, man. Is where we're right here. You know what I mean? Where we're right eye to eye.
I think we touched on this last week, bro. You know what I mean? I really
Yeah.
try to practice, preach. Like,
Yeah.
yo, exactly what you're saying. If somebody's already hot, right? That's let's call that emotion fire.
Yeah.
Let's call it element. Somebody already in this giving off this fire, and then I come meet them with fire. What happens? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That fire goes like this. But yo,
Yeah.
somebody coming at me hot, and I come meet them with cool water. I'm down here.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what you still screaming and yelling? I'm down here. Like,
Yep.
yo, bro, calm down, bro. You sound crazy. Okay, calm down. Come, come down from there.
Right.
Okay,
I'm down here.
down from
Yo.
there. So, yo, heck,
It,
I'm really starting to understand that conversation.
mm,
Conversation is a dialogue, bro. And in the conversation, you have to understand that in a conversation, I don't care if the person yelling. If the person come yelling at you, they're looking for answers, right? So let them yell. Let them yell. Let them yell. Let them get it all out. Like, what are you talking about? What's the matter? You know, just kind of get it all out of them. Okay, why are you so upset? What's the matter? Let them get it all out. Because then when they get it all out, you heard it all. Now you can properly respond and give one answer. And one of the most powerful things you can do in a conversation
mm,
like that is ask the right question. You know what
mm.
I'm saying? Ask the right question, because if you give them a question, they have to think on that. You know what I mean? That is almost a way of slowing them down. Ask them a real question like, yo, they have to think on it before they respond. They just can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I like that.
yeah, man, and that's what happened with me and grandma, bro. She actually came at me a third time too about
Ah,
this thing. The third time is gonna be like she really likes to have the drinks for everybody, so everybody's happy. But I say, hey, grandma, there's drinks. I got some juice. If they want a cocktail, I'll make it for them. If they want a what you call it, I'll make it for them. Like,
yeah.
I said, grandma, you still talking to me about something that happened a day ago. I can't go back.
Now, you know what, too, Frank? I noticed something specifically with that generation, man. Whenever they're in that form of hosting, they want to host, they want to entertain, they want their guests to be comfortable. I noticed that with that generation, it's got to be perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. If any one thing is out of alignment, fuck all of it. It might as well just been shitty kind of thing. I noticed that. And, as we got older, like our parents kind of went a little bit more mellow. They like a plan, but like, hey, it's chill. It's whatever it is. And I feel
yeah,
like as the generations come along, man, like at least for me, and I can speak very proudly of me and myself, I know this, that I like a plan. I love a plan. But I have a plan for when the plan doesn't go according to plan. And I got a plan for that one too. And so I
yeah,
find myself comfortable in this scale. Suddenly I create this scale. Yo, I'm okay if it stays in here. But if it goes out here somewhere crazy, okay, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Then I start wondering and worrying and kind of getting to the bottom of shit. But I create myself like a scale where, yo, I can live within this means, and that's it. That's good enough for me, man. Because, yo, yeah, the store's packed. They might not have had the liquor on the shelf. Shit, you got fucking hundreds of people running in and out of there. They're not going to be stacking, or rather stacking the shelves while people are coming in there out of the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? It's something might have ran out, or hey, you didn't know where that store was. It was crazy. You didn't want to be out there. Like there's a lot of variables, and so you know what? Everybody still has something to drink. In our world, yo, if there's drinks, if someone asks for drinks and there's drinks, that's drinks. You drink. That's it. Like,
All
you know
the
what I
time,
mean?
man. All the time.
Like, and if you want something specific, well, yo, go get it. Like, I came with what I came with. Apologies, it's not exactly what was requested, but I mean, it's liquor. You're right. I'm not gonna get into it with no fucking liquor. You know, if we're talking like insulin or fucking medication, okay, we'll get the right one. But if it's liquor, nah, man, yo, we're gonna be all right. You know, we're gonna some things take the priority over other things, and liquor is not one of them, man. Like, yo, I'll drink. You know what I'm saying? I will have a cocktail or something every now and then, man. And that's once in a blue moon, literally, bro. Like, I do not drink often, man.
Yeah.
And when I do, yo, it's whatever's available. I'm not gonna bake this. Oh, I gotta have this, you know, on the rock stirred, you know, 2 pieces of ice, no more, no less. No, I'm not doing all that shit. That's too much, man. Like, if it's there and I feel like getting it, I'm gonna get it. If not, hey, you know what? I don't need it. Give me a Coca-Cola or some water. I'm straight, man. Like, it's not that serious, you know?
I'm definitely more of a social drinker, man. I don't drink like I don't really keep liquor in the house, but
Yeah,
we're gonna
yep.
give me 2 cups of your best cocktail, right? And
Mm.
then even then, when they be like, oh, sometimes every now and then they ask me what I want in there, what kind of liquor I got in there. I'm like, yo, just something I can feel but don't taste, all right? Because I want it to taste like juice, feel like liquor. That's
Right,
it.
right. I
Make
feel
it taste
that, bro.
like juice, make it feel like liquor. We good, all right?
Yep. And that's that, man. Like, yeah, man. It's interesting, bro. Like how, you know, and you can see the change happening more so in the generation. Because you're right, bro. We can't change that group, man. That group is who they are. That's
Yeah.
what they are, man.
You can't
And
change nobody. Truth,
no,
bro.
no,
They've
not
been
at all.
that way so long. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, just, yo, she already had a habit of handling things the way she handled things before I was even born. You get what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep,
And I was born, still handled it the same way. Now I'm a
yep.
grown man, still handles it the same way. Like, and the longer you keep the same habits, the harder it is to break. The harder. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yep, yep. And it's one of those things too. It comes down at the end of the day, man. Like, you know, if they want to change, cool. I respect it. I welcome it. It is what it is. But if it don't change, just know that I'm gonna have that mindset about you. So when it gets to that point where I'm realizing, all right, your energy's up, you're costing me energy. That's where my boundaries come in. I'm gonna let you, you know, do you, because we are who we are. But when that starts to stifle the mood and starts to change how I'm feeling or others are feeling in a negative way, it's like, okay, it's time to go. I'll see you later. I love y'all. And call
Yeah.
it sweet, man, because you know, we got to protect our energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big fan of that, bro. Like, I'm a big fan of protecting my energy. And so I find myself in a lot of situations where, you know, I will bite my tongue. I won't say anything because I know it's not going to be meaningful if I say it. Like, there's just no point. If it's an
Yeah.
opportunity, if there's an opportunity for, like, you know, hey, did you realize this? I'll do it. But if it's not set up for it, let it be. You know what I'm saying? We can't always try to course correct. You know, it's improbable, man. It's just not. And me, you know, I realized something. You know, based on one of my coworkers, man. You know, she and I are similar in the sense that I'm a fixer. Like, if there's a problem, I want to fix it. I want to know about it. Give me the details. How can we make this better for everybody? There's not always an answer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's just no. You just have to sit there and observe it, man. It is what it is. You know, and that's that. And I
Yeah.
have a hard time accepting that shit sometimes, man, because I'm like, nah, I don't think so. You know, somebody went up out of their way to make this shit a problem, so let's go back in line to make it not a problem, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
that transition is hard sometimes, man. So for me, like, you know, I have to do a lot of self control and a lot of practice because, as we were just saying, I can't control anybody else. I can only control me. And if something's getting me hot, all right, well then, you know what? I need to open up the vents, crack the windows, whatever the hell it takes to just not let it get me hot because I hit a boiling point too. I'm only human, you know what I'm saying? We all are. We all have our limitations and shit. But it's knowing that limit that sets us aside. You know what I'm saying? And that is where a lot of that control comes from, because we know what we can take, we know what we can deal with, and we know that, yo, at the end of the day, man, we just wanna wear our heart on our sleeves. We want to love everybody, smile for everybody, make everybody feel good. Not everybody else feels that way. You know what? But I'm not gonna judge you for it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna put the burden on my shoulders anymore either, knowing that I can't make you happy today. Well, hey, there's always tomorrow. Let's try again later or whatever. You know, and then, like you were saying earlier, it's not guaranteed. And that's where the limit comes in. It's just like, like it's a real delicate balance, bro. And it's really interesting to try to find where I'm comfortable sitting at if something gets elevated to that point, where we're having a bickering session, or if we're just chilling and we're good. Like,
Yeah.
I prefer to chilling. That's where I want to live, man. Right there in that middle ground, man. And I always welcome people to that. You know what I'm saying? And I know earlier when we had a conversation earlier, Frank, you wanted to talk about something amazing, and I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Uh,
So let me go
yeah.
ahead and share this. I want to start sharing. I want to start spreading a little gratitude, man, and,
Mm-hmm.
and not gratitude, a little inspiration. And what better way to do that through conversation,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that being said, I'm gonna start sharing like one amazing thing I seen all week. Hector can share one amazing thing he's seen all week, and why. Why was it inspiring? Why was it motivating? Why did it move you? You know what I mean? And in hopes that when we do this, somebody else would think about what was the most amazing thing they seen. Matter of fact, you guys could go ahead and share what you felt was the most amazing thing you seen. We should make a post about that, man. The most
Yeah, we
amazing thing.
should.
I'll see if we can get some other people to share, bro. But anyway,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna kick it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the most amazing things I've seen all week, man. Instagram gonna catch you every time, bro. I think I went up there to start shooting a live, and then I end up scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah.
And but there was a video with Dennis Rodman talking, man, and he
Mm-hmm.
was talking about how him, Michael Jordan, and Scottie Pippen used to push each other once he joined the team, and he was saying something about like all three of them would be down at like 3% body fat. That's one of the ways they used to measure it. And they used to have a competition with each other, and they used to have bets going on about who has the lowest body fat or whatever. And that was a way to keep them all motivated and ready for the games and stuff like that, man. I
Right.
heard that. I thought it was dope, bro. You know what I mean? It reminded me of when, like, you remember Darren
Yeah.
Porter, me and go to the gym all the time, man. Me, him, and sometimes Bentley. We used to go to the gym, and bro, we used to just zone out. Like, he'll have his headphones on, I have my headphones on. We be benching, spotting each other or whatever. But it was always so more. Like, I could go to the gym by myself, but then sometimes I needed that motivation. Sometimes I needed my boy to come along with me. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was nice. So that was inspiring to me, and it also took me back. It felt good.
I like that. That's dope,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, that's cool, man. Cause like I have a lot of good memories being up in the gym and shit with you too, man. When we was younger, and like, yeah, I get that, bro. Like that healthy competition, that motivation to keep moving, to be your best self, man. And
yeah,
I feel like this podcast right here has been able to do that for us in a lot of ways too. Like I ain't got no no fatness on my brain, if you will, man. My brain is sharp and fit now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I'm feeling really good about that, and it's because we're always up on here having these good conversations, and we're always being challenged in ways to think of different ways to talk to our community, to talk to each other, things to bring up. Um, so yeah, I get it. That healthy interaction with your peers, with your people, man. That shit feels good because you feel like you got a sense of belonging, if you will. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not competition. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be better than you. I'm gonna be bigger than you. Like, nah, who cares, man? We both swole. We both fit. We both good. Like, yeah, fuck, that feels good, man. That's you know what I'm saying. So I get that, man. That's kind of dope. Like, 3% body fat too, bro. That is incredible. That
My goal is 11 right now. I don't know about no 3% now,
is, hey, I feel you. All in moderation, bro. It's all good shit.
man.
I feel you on that, bro. That's cool. So the amazing thing that I got to witness this week, man, and this one, Frank, this one I feel like was a long process a long work in progress kind of thing. Like it took a while to see the benefits of this one. But I'm pretty proud of it, man. I'm pretty happy with it because, and it's a little more personal. It's a coworker of mine, man.
Let's
Um,
go.
but it's cool because, I work with an older woman at my job. All the women I work with are, a little older than me. But one in particular, she's really protective of her peace and her space. And I respect that, man. Like this woman had a tough life.
Yeah.
And, she and I, we've bumped heads once or twice and it got pretty nasty. And then we got over it kind of thing. And we talked and we continue to have conversations, whether they're difficult, whether they're easy. I have that relationship where I can talk to this person, man. And it's cool because this was a person who was so reserved and so fuck the world, like I don't trust them kind of shit. Well, we just had our office party on Friday night. We went out to Top Golf. I don't know if you know what a Top Golf is or if you ever been to one.
Top golf? Was that mini golf?
Top Golf. So basically it's like there's a lane, right? Like there's like a lane and you put the ball on your tee and you just smack the shit out of it as hard as you can. And the shit will measure how hard you hit the ball. And
Yeah.
so we did that as an office party. There were like 15 to 20 of us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was all the employees and a plus one. So my boss, I love my boss, man. She's one of the greatest women I ever met. And we were out there at Top Golf and we had our get together. And the woman I was just talking about showed up because normally this is not her thing. These social kinds of things are just not. It's just not a good fit for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she came. And it was so dope to have her, Frank. And it was so cool to see her chilling and talking and engaging. And yo, that was the most amazing thing to me, man, because she's an older woman. So it's hard to change these people, but they have it in them when they're encouraged, when they feel safe and comfortable. And I feel like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but being willing to have these difficult conversations with her, break that shell a little bit and get her to come out and be herself. I feel like in the past year that I've been able to do that with her, really set her up to feel like she was allowed to come and hang out and have a good time and chill. And bro, that made me feel so good, Frank. Like I really can't really put it all into words, man, but it felt incredible. The moment I seen her come up, I was like, oh, like she's here. Like, yo, that's so cool, man. Because
Yeah.
most people don't, you know what? I'll be fine at home. It's Friday night. I don't need nothing. I'm good. I'm gonna just do me. And then they come back to it. But now she's got an experience. You know what I'm saying? She's got a memory. This office party that she'll remember for years, man.
Yeah.
And we'll all remember that she came, and we'll all be, just like it was cool, man. It was super dope. So that to me would have to be the most amazing thing I saw this week, man. Just simply because like it's hard to step out your comfort zone, man. And I got to watch somebody do that, bro. And that came, I feel like, really because I've been able to put myself in a healthy place and encourage this person daily reminders that they're a badass, that they're really cool to be around. They're very intelligent. I'm learning a lot from this person as I'm working and I'm living. And so to see them come out of their comfort zone to be there, at the party, because I also did request, I was like, I hope you come, you know what I mean? Like, I really hope you do come, and to see them come, like, that shit was cool, man. Because, again, I know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to get out of that comfort zone, man, to find that place where, like, okay, I can do this. And to see it in someone older is more special, bro, because, yo, they don't need nothing, man. They good. They got their life the way they need it. They got it. They want it. That's it. So, yeah, man, that shit was amazing to me, man. And I'm really curious, bro. Like you were just saying with everybody else, man. Anybody else got something amazing, man? I'd love to know, man, because like to witness something amazing, man, just means you have to be present. You have to be there.
Yeah.
You have to be, a participant in this experience we call life. And so, yeah, if you've got one, y'all, hell yeah, I want to hear that shit too, man. Because these are like whatever it is. I don't care if you saw 8 shooting stars or if you saw ant colony. I don't care what it was. It could be random anything, but like, yo, that'd be cool just to hear it, man.
Guys, for the first time today.
Yeah. Yeah, dog, for real, for real. Like,
Nah,
yeah.
I really like that story, bro. You're absolutely right. It definitely takes. First of all, anytime you open your mouth and you're willing to have those uncomfortable conversations with people, it may end well. The thing
Mm,
is that shouldn't stop you from planting your seed, bro.
right.
Every time you say something to somebody, especially if it's something meaningful, you plant a seed in their mind, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe she wouldn't have showed up to the party if you didn't even say it the last time. Maybe because it's not only about that; it's about consistency too. Heck, you've been consistently. You know what I mean? You have to show some consistency with our elders, bro. That's what they see. That's what they understand. You know what I mean? They don't like all you can't be flaky. You can't be one time. Like you got to show them consistently. Like yo, this is the energy I'm bringing. This is who I am. I would love if you came and showed up. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? They
Yep.
all have a yo, if you could give them a little bit of that, bro, you could. I honestly feel like you could break the older generations. You could break through them, bro. And all
Yeah.
they like my grandmother. My grandmother. Think about it this way, Hank. My grandmother haven't been in this. Me and her haven't lived in the same household for years. She moved down south years ago, bro. So
Mm,
she don't see me nowhere near as much as she used to. So like I don't know, I was over there. I just felt like, okay, she just gotta get her energy off, and she ain't gonna be able to do this all year. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Let me let her have it, bro. You
Yeah.
know, and then I come with my consistent energy. I'm not yelling back at her. I'm like, oh, yo, what's gonna end up happening? Heck, if I start coming up with if I'm always coming up with good responses to her, what's gonna have to start happening? Heck, eventually she's gonna have to start coming up with some real stuff to argue about because it's not gonna get it out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yep.
it's through the consistency. If I keep consistently being me and consistently showing her like, yo, we don't gotta argue about this. What do you want to? What conclusion you want to come to?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Grandma, I don't hold on to the past. Okay, I brought the liquor already. That's it. Like, understand who you're dealing with. Don't send me to the store, okay? Because if I make a mistake,
Yep.
like, you know what I'm saying? If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself sometimes. You know what I mean?
And
We
that's
all
how
know
it be. That's how it
it.
be.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I like that. I like that, man. That was nice, man. It's nice.
Yeah, it felt good, man. Yo, and like the party, like I said, that was December 1st, man. So we brought in December on a good note, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like it's been feeling chill because then December 2nd, which was that Saturday, Aiden and Kate, got to go do volleyball again. Because
Mm-hmm.
they had the Thanksgiving weekend off, just so everybody could be with the family. But we got back into it this past Saturday, and they did so well, bro. They did so well. They won all three matches in their one game, and they looked damn good while doing it, man. It was so cool to see, people
Coach.
get refreshed and come out there hungry, man. It was bro, it's so lit, right?
Shout
It was so dope. So big shout out for Kate, Coach Kate.
out Coach Kate. Shout out Coach.
So it's cool to see her grow too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like to see her mindset grow and realize like, okay, I can do this. I can, teach these younger kids. I can wrangle them in and kind of show them a different perspective and shit and like really get their attention, man. And so that shit is cool to me, bro. I like being able to see, people kind of step out their comfort zones and do something. So I got to see that 2 days in a row. At least with the coaching thing, I've got to see that a little bit more so over the past month or so. But it's consistent. And then again on Friday we had our office party. And then today, man, just today, like, the family was good, man. Aiden has such good energy, bro. We decorated our Christmas tree last night, got all the decorations up, and then today we went to the store. It's called St. Nick's. It's out here in Colorado, just south of Denver. It's like off Santa Fe Road. If anybody, out this way doesn't know where it's at, but it's called St. Nick's, and it's this giant fucking store where they sell all sorts of Christmas decorations, man. All sorts of wild ornaments, um, tinsel and trees and all sorts of shit, man. There's just so much they sell, bro, and it's kind of cool. We went today and it was popping. That shit was wild, bro. Like you had to like squeeze in to get through people, man. I don't really like places like that too much, but it was popping today. But we went in there with the intent to say, okay, we're going in there for ornaments, right? And we made a game out of it. We made it fun. So I wrote names on a piece of paper, and I was like, all right, everybody pick a name, and there's only 4 of us. So Evelyn, Kate, Aiden, and myself. So we're like, all right, we're all gonna pick a name, and that's who we're shopping for our ornaments. We're gonna get that person an ornament, based on what we know about them. And so we did that. We made a thing out of it. About 30, 45 minutes in the store, man. We all came to the conclusion, all right, we got what we want. We came home. We exchanged. Everybody smiled, loved it. Popped them up right up on the tree, man. So it's like, this is cool, man. You can turn anything into a good thing if you go in with some good energy and some good intention, man. And so all 3 days of December so far, bro, have been solid for me, man. And I'm loving it, Frank. I'm loving it, bro. It's just cool, man. It's cool to see that kind of energy up.
These two, because you know what? October was rocky for me overall, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
right. It was a lot of stuff happening in October. November was kind of like pick me up, like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It was nice. It was good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still found beauty in October, but November
yeah.
was a little. Yo, usually in December I'm like struggling to find work, bro. I've been getting some consistent work, man. I
Hey,
just like 3 jobs this week, man. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited, man.
I
You
like
know,
it.
I'm excited. I got mad plans this month, bro. Aside from just even a reset, I started working on my budget. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I started creating new new accounts for my for certain things to save for certain things as opposed to including my rainy day fund. Something
Yeah,
I never really did. You know what I'm saying? But I got plans and I plan on implementing. This month is gonna be all about implementing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But right now, I'm on computer on Canva creating stuff.
Okay.
And matter of fact, I know you talked about creating me some posters, so I'm gonna I'll share it with you at some point, and I'll show
Yeah.
you like the one I like to make posters of because I'm like, yo, what needs to be in my space? What needs to be in my space any more than the things I'm trying to drive towards? You know what I mean? The
Mm-hmm.
goals I've set for myself. I need them right in front of my face. I need to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I need
Yeah.
to be constantly on when I need to see what's going on.
Right.
So
I
so
like
yeah,
that, bro. That's it. And again, that comes to, going back to the whole haircut thing, man. This is, making that full circle exchange right now, bro.
yeah,
You've discovered who you really wanted to be this year. You put a lot of effort into that shit, bro. With like, thinking about the business plans and how you want to be, approachable to your clientele, how you want to make sure what goods and services you offer, the kind of man you want to be when it comes to being a father for your boys, the kind of man you want to be when it comes to your fiance and her daughter. You want to be a better family man. You want to be a better Frank overall. And so a
yeah,
lot of that shit came with discovery, bro. And I'm not gonna say it was easy or hard. It was encouraged by yourself. You wanted it. You told yourself you could have it. So you make those changes to approach that shit in a manner where you can get it done. So this entire year, Frank, from Thankful Thursdays to where we are today, bro. Like we went through this whole year on this growth, bro, and it was so fucking incredible, bro. And I got to see a lot of it, Frank. So I know for sure that this haircut, again, that's you. That's that. I'm shedding off something different, not nothing old, not nothing useless. I'm just kind of coming into the new me, and the new me needs a new fresh up, kind. You know what I'm saying? Because the man you are now, bro, you are a whole different man than you were 10 months ago, bro. And it is crazy how cool that shit can happen if you have some consistency and some self-love, bro. And you've
yeah.
been good at that shit, Frank. You've been real good at that, man. And I mean this with the bottom of my heart. You've been an inspiration to me, bro. With the fitness, with the being there for your people, doing more, trying to understand and talk. Like, all of our conversations have made me a better man too. And so I'm real appreciative of that, bro. So just big shout out to you, my boy. Just letting you know, man. That shit is dope.
It takes two to tango, bro.
I
Okay,
appreciate
I
that.
can bounce ideas off the wall by myself all day, man. But it's probably gonna keep throwing the same answer at me. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
But when I ask my boy Hector, when I share with my boy Hector here, now we growing. Okay, I got another perspective, man. Then we gonna take
Yep.
his from my perspective. We gonna make them fuse like fucking Goku and Vegeta.
That's it.
Okay.
Ultimate, man. Get the ultimate warrior out there, bro. Shit, for real. Nah, yeah.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro, man. This thing has been beautiful, man. This year has been beautiful overall, man.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big fan of, like, and you know it, bro. We both are. We're a big fan of the energy, man. The energy we put out there, that universal, that karmic, that just that good intention shit, man. We've been really living that. And I feel like it's here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a person for instant gratification, and if I get it, cool, man. Cool. But otherwise, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the simple gratification, the instant gratification. I want to see things grow and blossom. Like, I'm willing to put in time to plant the seed, water it, and let the flowers bloom later on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm more than okay with that, man. And so to see you growing and being healthy in your business, you stayed on it, bro. So now that you have consistent business, man, that makes me feel good, because it's like, all right, he's really been taking his time to just figure out what works, what doesn't, how he wants it to be, and you've got it, man. You got income coming, so that's dope. You know what I'm saying? With your boys, I know they're growing. I know those are healthy young men. Just kind of seeing what I'm seeing on the internet and what you're showing me and what you're telling me, bro. I'm seeing that in my own kid too, man. So like, it as a father, bro, from one father to another, man, that is incredible. When you know you're doing it right, when your children are doing right. You know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
to me, that's the measure of everything, bro. And so
bro.
I see
You
it,
know,
man.
I got a random email this week. Another, and it was. I got it first thing in the morning, bro. I was like Saturday or something too, and it just felt it was. I read it first thing in the morning, and it just felt good to read it, bro. It just gave me more reason to be happy that morning, bro. And it was just this teacher, just like it was the end of the trimester, and she just wanted to share, specifically the positive things she pulled from the students, bro. But when it came to my son Dylan, it's easy. She's like, you know what, Dylan, man, you bring the energy, man. I love your consistency.
Mm,
You know what I mean? He's talking about my son, man, and this,
that's dope.
bro, like hearing it from a teacher, hearing that I'm pouring into my son all day, every day here. I'm not in the school with him.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? We don't go to school together. But so every time I go to a report card conference and I hear things like this, bro, it makes me the happiest parent in the world, yo.
oh
It's
yeah.
simple thing, but it makes me the happy. Your son's, well, he's easy to communicate with. He works hard in class. He works well with others. Like those things are like it's amazing to me. You know what I mean? Because all I'm trying to do is trying to set them up. Parenting is all about trying to set your child up to venture on their own eventually.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And these little interactions let me know that, like, yo, he's good with other people. He's good out there. He's gonna be okay without me. When he find a work job, when he find a job, a career, whatever you want to do, he gonna be straight there too. You
mm,
know what I mean? If you go on to entrepreneur and like myself, he'll be straight there too. I know it. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So it was really good to get that message, bro. It put me in a good mood, man. I mean, it put me straight into my journal after that, man.
Hey, see? That's what it is, man. That's what I mean, bro. We're not there for instant gratification. We understand that, anything good takes effort. You know what I'm saying? Anything great takes a lot of work. And so if we start doing that shit now, we will one day reap what we sow. And and I'm okay with that. I don't need to plant the tree and not ever get to see the shade of it. Nah, man. I'll plant that shit for my son to see the shade of it. And then his
Yeah,
child get fruit from. Like, it is what it is, man. That's just how it is. And I feel like a lot of that mindset shift, that growth came this year, bro. A lot of that came this year. And I've been always wanting to implement and practice that in my life. And I didn't quite know how to do that, man, until we got up on the podcast and we started speaking it out there into existence, man. And speaking that shit out there, it came back, man. You know what I'm saying? It came back. And y'all, I am loving every minute of it, man. It feels good to feel good. I'm gonna keep saying that. Y'all gonna always hear me say that shit. It feels good to feel good. So put in effort, man. That's all we're doing. That's all I'm doing is putting in effort, man. Being a participant in this shit, bro. Hey, yo, big shout out to Dylan, man. I'm proud of you. That's cool, man. Those kind of emails, man, they give me goosebumps, man. They make me feel good. Like, damn, my little man did something dope. Like, he gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right. Because, how scary is that, the idea? Like, man, I raised an asshole. My son is or my daughter, just nah, man, not
yeah,
me. I
yeah.
want to raise someone productive, someone fun to be around, someone that will help you be a better you. You know what I'm saying? I want that to be my child. I want my kid to be that guy. And he just told me this week too, man. This was kind of cool. He was telling me on Friday when I picked him up. Every time I pick him up, I ask him how his week was, what he's got going on. He was like, it was a good day. And I was like, it's a good day? Like, what's up? And he was like, well, Pop, he's like, some of the more popular kids in my school was like, they were really hanging out with me today. They were really catching my vibe. And I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, cool. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, it's cool because, my other friends got to see that. And they were all kind of like, that's cool, man. Like, those are the popular kids. And I had to sit there and take that opportunity to remind him real quick.
They still do that shit?
Yeah, they still do that, man. They still do. I know. But I told him, I was like, yo, if there are popular groups or cliques or whatever, the jocks, the cheerleaders, this and that, I was like, don't ever find yourself in a position where you can't talk to the people you came up with. You know what I'm saying? Always be the guy that says hi to everybody, include everybody, make everybody feel good. Don't get too big in your head and thinking, oh, I elevated, so I can't go back down there to that. The whole purpose of getting closer to the top is so that you can turn around and help somebody else get up there too. And so I used that as an opportunity to teach him that, man. And he received it well. He understood, like, damn, okay, that's cool. I like the way that sounds. And so, again, there's that seed. I planted it, give it a little watering, and walked away, man. And you know what it is, what it is.
That reminds me of Dylan. Dylan was online, right, playing one of them games. He said, "Yo, Dad, what's wrong with my generation?" I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Some girl name up here is I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch or something like that." Right? You know me. I like to find positives and negatives. You know what I'm saying? That's just, so I go to him. I said, "Yo." She goes online and she reads that often. Maybe that's an affirmation for her. Maybe she's reminding herself that she's a bad bitch, baby boy. He was like, "Yo, Dad, I like that."
Yo, that's cool. Because that's the thing, man. Like, that's the scary thing. Like, and here's going a little left with that. Like, yo, you ever read a text message, but you were having a bad day, so you read that shit with like some hostility and an emotion? Like, you can't always do that. You can't just assume that that's what that is. Because yo, I'm a bad bitch. That is an affirmation in a way. Like, I'm a badass. And if I get on this game frequently, then I tell myself that shit frequently. That's cool, man. I like that, bro. Because yeah, we get so caught up.
Man.
Say that again?
I'm gonna have to put an affirmation for my name too for me, man.
Yo, for real. Like, dude, yeah. I go by it like I love Godzilla, bro. Like, yo, but when my grandpa introduced me to Godzilla when I was little, bro, I was all for it. And so, playing with the boys like Tipsy, Joe. His name is Tipsy on the video game. So we got Joe, we got Jared, we got a bunch of my boys. And over the years, man, we just created a group and we call ourselves God and then a name. So God _ and then our name. And the God stands for glory or death. So my name is God and then Zilla. And everybody calls me Zilla. If we're in our fantasy group and we're talking shit, I'm Zilla. If we're online talking, they don't even call me by my first name. They all know my government name. They know the whole fucking name. They know my address. They know me. But they still call me Zilla. That's my presence. It's Zilla. But it's cool, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go on there and in a way, that's my affirmation of myself, but it's also a nostalgic thing because, Godzilla, yeah, my grandpa introduced me to Godzilla. So every time I look at that name or I see something Godzilla, I immediately think of my grandpa, immediately. And I love that shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's, you telling Dylan then that was cool, man, like that, because that is an affirmation in a lot of regards, man. So, like, we got to kind of dead the idea that, that's an attention grabbing thing or, there's something wrong. Like, nah, man, that's just, it is what it is. And just love it and respect it and move on. Because, why get hot about it? It's nothing, man. And that's cool. I like that, bro. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Before we go, man, if I could say anything to anybody, like, let's practice, right? Some scientists, right? Somebody, let's say somebody who, I don't know, you can say good morning to them and they get upset. Somebody like that. Your spouse, you know what ticks off your spouse, like everything or whatever.
Yep.
Like a friend. Try talking to them different. Try responding to them different. Like, see, like, just try it. I want to share a story about my lady, right? My
Mm-hmm.
lady had a thing with her and her mom, right? Her mom's like always watching her and watching. Her mom's always watching her and watching her weight, and she be
Mm-hmm.
telling her stuff like, "Hey, you better watch yourself, or you gotta look like me or whatever, right?" And it gets my lady upset usually. Like, so when I recognize that, I said, "Baby, like, why you keep getting upset? Like, why you keep allowing that? You know she gonna come with it. That's what she come with, right?" So I said, "Why don't you try something different?" And then I said to her, I said, "Why don't you try to ask her like, well, mom, what's wrong with the way you look? Like, you know what I mean?"
Ooh.
It, I told you the most powerful thing you can do is ask the question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to pick the right question. What are they saying? Okay, like why is my mom saying that? Because her mom don't look bad. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. But so the next time her mom did it, she tried it. She said, "Mom, what's wrong with you? Don't like the way you look? What's wrong with the way you look?" You know what I mean? And her mom's like paused. And then she was like, she paused and she was like, "Nope," and then she walked away. Yeah, you gotta do it, man.
You
You
gotta
gotta
switch
do
it up.
it. You know they're gonna come at you and say, yo, every day, revolving door, man. We do this all.
Oh man,
Why am I saying the same? If I'm saying the same thing to you, then you know what I'm doing? I'm
yep.
jumping in that circle with you, bro. I'm jumping in that circle with you, man.
Oh
We got
yeah.
to learn to control our emotions so that way we don't get stuck in whatever loop they are. They're trying to pull us in.
Yep.
So if they're angry loop, everything makes them angry, and then they come and they want to share some of that energy with you. What Hector talked about, protecting your energy,
Mm-hmm.
because it's sad to say, and I don't know, I can't say people do it intentionally, but misery loves company. You know
Ooh.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so if I had a baby mother that knew how to press my buttons, man. Back in the day, she used to press my buttons all the time. She used to call me just to press my buttons. Oh, sure that's you a deadbeat? What?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Back at her. But after a while, I realized like this is a revolving door. And me and you just
Mm-hmm.
going in circles. I don't want to do that with you no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I switched it up. You know what I'm saying? I switched it up on her. I said, hey, look, when you send me long text messages, I'm gonna assume they're something nasty. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not staying on the phone to argue with you no more,
Mm-hmm.
bro. When I started doing that, she had to calm down because you are not gonna have a conversation if you coming at me hot. So try something different.
Yep.
Okay? I'll just tell you goodbye and have a good day, bro.
And that's
And
that.
that's what I see the long text messages. I should instantly delete them and text her back, yo. I'm not reading that text. Have a nice day. All right. But that was
Yep.
me trying to protect my peace. I no longer wanted to go through those circles with her. Like I
Yep.
didn't want to go through that revolving door. I'm gonna protect my peace. Look, me and you ain't even together. You over there, I'm over here. All I gotta do is not answer my phone. All I gotta do is not answer the door. Like, you know what I mean? What you gonna do then?
Right. Right.
So,
I like that, man. That's
and from there,
protecting our peace.
yeah,
Is
from there me and both of my kids' mothers are actually pretty good.
hey.
Matter of fact, I gotta come up here and talk to you guys about my kids' mothers, man. Me and my kids' mothers, man. I feel like it's possible, man. Some of us we're in more difficult situations, but some of us we don't make it any easier. We keep the loop going because we haven't tried anything different. Try something different with your loved ones.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And some conversations are gonna be uncomfortable. Some conversations are gonna be it's gonna get heated. But once it gets heated, yo, let them start right. Hear everything they're saying and leave them with the right question.
Yep.
Okay? Leave them with the right question because if you ask one question, if you bicker back and forth, you're saying a lot. So you're giving them a lot to think about if they think about it. You know what I'm saying? They got to
Right.
figure out what the hell you was trying to say when they're reflecting.
Right.
If they're reflecting.
Hey.
but if they start an argument and you hit them with one question that makes them think and walk away, who the fuck he think he is? Who she think? Like what? I don't even understand why would she think who what? You know?
Mm-hmm.
You throw them off, man. You throw
They
them
really
off.
do. Oh yeah, you do.
They have to get more clever when they trying to argue with you. They have to pick something else.
Yep.
Like I want some company right now in my misery. I know she ain't gonna give it to me. We call somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Call somebody else.
All right.
Heck me
So
a little bit over, bro. You got something to share?
I do. So you know me, man, with the full circles and the mid journey, bro. I got a little something here. So
Hey.
I love owls, bro. Like I'm all about it, man. And you know, it's a hunter. It's a it's a bird of prey, man. This is a very observant creature. You know, very intelligent, very lethal. And this is kind of my favorite animal anyway. But specifically this owl, I don't know if you can see right there in its forehead. I got like a little timepiece in there,
Yeah.
and then in its body, man, I got like the universe and the galaxies and all sorts of shit happening, stars and stuff. And so,
I'm,
yeah, I
I'm a,
wanted this shit to be an embodiment, in a lot of ways of the conversation we were having, because we were going into this conversation knowing that we were going to talk about something amazing, and I know that amazing things come with effort. You know what I'm saying? So, for anybody and everybody out there, like wisdom comes with a lot of patience. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, again, like Frankie and I have been telling you guys for a while now, having these difficult conversations, man, they help growth for both yourself and the individual you're having the conversation with.
yeah.
So that picture there, man, just kind of embodies, being patient, being understanding of the energy you put out there in the world, and being wise with what you do. But because it's an owl, an owl is like when owls fly, they're silent. Like you can't hear an owl fly. That is how crazy like that bird of prey is, man. It's such a fascinating creature. And we're all capable, man. We're all very capable of being very powerful. So when we move with intent, man, we can be the best versions of ourselves. And so again, be patient with that time and understand the energy you put out to the universe, but then still kind of set your boundaries and be sharp with them when you need to be, man, because you got to protect your energy.
Gotta protect your energy.
Yep. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share, man. I just kind of bundled all that cool shit into something dope, man.
Brought up owls, man. Now I got it. Let me show you my favorite owl, okay?
Hey.
My favorite owl, man. I wear this often too.
Oh, look at that. Hey,
Great
that's
owl.
fire, bro.
Yeah, man. On the back.
Oh
Hold
yeah.
up. I ain't done, man. This thing reversible, bro. Hold
Oh
up.
shit.
Bro, look.
Hold up. Oh man, that's too clean, bro. That is too clean. I like that, Frank. Yo, that's cool, bro. See, we
I
out
seen it.
there. We on one, man. That is sick. I need to get me one of those, man. That might be another Christmas present to me or something, man.
Custom on made one of these days, bro. It's gonna be a Frank Tooley one.
Hey, there you go. Oh yeah, we gotta do that. Gotta do
Or
that.
all right, hey man, you wanna go ahead and close out, bro?
Yes, sir, man. Yo, blessing, great conversation, bro. That was fun, man. And you know what?
Yeah.
Like, it's always cool to be up on here. Oh, and again, as all our viewers out there, we want to know something amazing. Something you got to witness this week that was amazing. Please just drop it. Let us know, man. We'd like to talk about it next time we get up on here, man, or talk to you during the week about it. Whatever. That'd be really cool to do. So I'm hoping that you guys that make it to the end of the video are willing to go ahead and participate. Again, we talked about that. Be a participant in this life and watch what changes, man. Watch all the good that comes from that. So that's a challenge to y'all, okay? But my brother, I love you, Frank. We're gonna be up on here real soon. And to all those that came through and let us borrow some time, we'll see y'all next week. Peace of your mind. Take it easy.